Hello, dear DSC candidates. Welcome back to my Grammar for Success channel. I'm Koresh Babu, a retired lecturer in English from Hyderabad. In this video, I'm going to explain all about the grammar and content questions that are given in the model question paper 1. Okay, and therefore, I request all of you to pay a very good attention to this video till the end without skipping it in the middle. I also request all of you to consider subscribing to my channel and also sharing this video with all your friends who are also going to take the DSC examination along with you very shortly. Thank you so much. Now let's get into the video. Model question paper 1, and in this model question paper there are three parts: grammar and vocabulary one part, and content another part, and methodology another part. In this way there are three parts in this question paper, and in this video I'm going to explain all about the grammar and vocabulary questions and also the content questions. So you please pay a very good attention to this, and you try to check up your answers with my answers. If you have any problem in this question paper, you can get it clarified through my explanation of these questions. Okay, and now you move on to the first question. 41st question: choose the word most similar for brief. So it is quite simple and very easy, because the question is a little bit twisted. Instead of saying synonym, he has said most similar. Most similar means again it is a synonym. Okay, what is the synonym for brief? Brief means, first of all, you should know the meaning of that brief. Brief means concise, brief means succinct, pithy, and all such meanings are there. And here what is the similar meaning of that? Means short is also there. So strong is not the right one, wide is not the right one, deep is not the right one, only short is the right one. Brief period means short period. I stayed in London for a brief period. For a brief period means for a short period, in other words. Okay, that's why the synonym of brief is only short. You go to the next question, 42nd question. Choose the word most opposite to polite. Most opposite means, in other words, antonym. What is the antonym for this polite? Before you choose the antonym for that polite, you should know first of all its meaning. What do you mean by polite? Polite means civil, polite means courteous, polite means mannerly, and there are so many meanings for that. In Telugu, polite means maryada gala or something. Okay, and when you say maryada gala, what could be the opposite of that maryada gala? That must be maryada leni, isn't it? So let us choose the antonym for that polite. Okay, humble means meek. Okay, kind means merciful and all that. And here soft is also not the correct one. Soft means he is a soft man, very mild man. Okay, very nice man, you can also say. So humble, kind, and soft, they are not the opposite of this polite. Only this rude is the antonym for that word polite. So here for brief, short is the synonym, and for polite, this rude is the antonym. Okay, these are the questions on vocabulary, and two more questions are also given on vocabulary. Let us now go to answer them. Okay, 43rd question is there: which pair is a set of homophones? Homophones. Okay, and what are the options given here? Read, read; book, bookmark; write, write; pen, pencil. So here before you answer this question, I would like to once again tell you about these homonyms. You know very well, homonyms are there. Okay, homonyms. Please, once again, I'm telling you about these homonyms, homophones, and homographs. And the homonyms are there, just like synonyms, antonyms, homonyms are there. And under this homonyms, there are two kinds. And here, homophone, okay, homophone, and the next homo, what is that? Graph. Okay, and here these are the two kinds under this homonyms. And homophone means what? So the word itself carries some meaning. Homo means same, phone means spoken. Phone, telephone, you know very well. Telephone means speaking on the wire. Okay, so here telephone. Similarly, homophone, phone means spoken. So here same spoken means, in other words, what? Same pronunciation. Pronunciation, same pronunciation. Same spoken means what? Same pronunciation. Same pronunciation, but different, different meaning, okay, and different spelling. So these two things are there. This is the first variety of homophones, okay, and homophones, homographs, let me say that in plural, okay, same pronunciation but different meaning and different spelling, so they are called homophones. For example, sun is there and sun is there. S-O-N, sun is there. S-U-N, sun. Same pronunciation, okay, but different meaning is there. Sun means my elder son is in the USA and the sun rises in the east. Sun, sun. And here you see that steel and steel. Okay, steel, you know very well. In Vizag, there is a steel factory. Steel means a metal. And here steel means what? Steel means pilfer or thief. Thief also. Thief means dongatanam cheyu. So here steal, be careful. Somebody might steal your purse. So here steal means that is. So in these two examples are enough. I cannot give you more than that. And under these homonyms, another category of words are also there. What is that? Homophones. They will have same pronunciation. Okay, pronunciation. Okay, and same spelling. Okay, but different meaning. But different meaning, okay, different meaning. So these such things are also called homophones. For example, well is there. Well means what? Well means all right, okay, you know very well. I am doing well, okay, I am writing well, well, all right, okay, well. And another well is also there, same spelling, same pronunciation, but different meaning is there. Well means what? All right. Well means a deep hole in the earth, so that is called in Telugu bavi or something like that. So well, well. And similarly fair is there, and another fair is also there. Fair means what? Fair means honest, so he is a fair man, she is a fair girl. Fair means very beautiful girl. Beautiful also it conveys another meaning. So fair means honest, fair means beautiful, all such meanings it conveys. And another fair is also there. What is that fair? A periodical market or a weekly market is also called fair. Fair means santa or something like that. So same spelling, same pronunciation, but different meaning. So these are also called homophones. So homophones, there are two varieties of homophones here. Okay, are you following me? See, homonyms are divided into two groups, homophones and homographs. Under homophones, there are two varieties, same pronunciation but different meaning and different spelling. And same pronunciation and same spelling but different meaning. So these are the examples. And here homographs are also there. What are these homographs? Homo means, already I have told you about that, same. Okay, and graph means written, graph, telegraph. Telegraph. Homograph means what? Same written. Same written means as that means same. What is that? Spelling. Written means spelling. You are writing the words in the same way means you are maintaining the same spelling. So same spelling but different meaning. Okay, and different spelling. Sorry, different pronunciation. Different meaning and different pronunciation. Please, I am writing all these things for your convenience. So they are called homographs. Okay, same spelling they have, but different meaning and different pronunciation. So here two examples I would like to give you here. And here TER is there. So TER, same spelling is TER. And how do you pronounce it? You pronounce it as phonetic transcription is always written like this. Ta, ia, tia. Tear means a drop of water that comes from the ice is called a tear. Tear means kanniti bottu, something like that. And another TEAR is there. And this you say tear. Tear means what? This is tear, this is tear. Same spelling, but a different meaning. And tear means what? To rend. If you come across a tiger, what happens? It will rend you into pieces. Rending means tearing into pieces. So here tear, tear. Okay, same spelling but different meaning and different pronunciation. One more word I would like to give you here. What is that? Bass. Okay, BASS, bass. Bass. Jagaya has got bass voice. Amrish Puri has got bass voice. Mugambo, something like that. It comes from the throat. There's a bass voice. Male lowest voice is called bass. So its pronunciation is bass. Bass. Okay, this is there. And here another one is there. Bass. Ba, ba, ba. So this pronunciation I write like this. Bass. Bass means what? A freshwater fish is called bass. Bass, bass. So same spelling but different meaning and different pronunciation. Such words are called homographs. Okay, please keep these things in your mind. In one of my videos, I have mentioned all of them. Okay, if time permits you, you can please watch all of them. So this is there. And now here he is asking you to find out the set of homophones in this question. Okay, and here read. So here sun, just like that. The very first one is the right one. This is not the right one. This is not the right one. This is not the right one. You can easily understand if you have this information in your brain, automatically you can tick the right one. No problem at all. And you move on to the next question. Choose the correct set of homonyms. This question actually was given in a wrong way. So in my in the yesterday's question paper, here I have written homonyms and all that. So homonyms are something, because it's a typographical mistake, I should have written here homographs. Okay, and the options are also wrongly given. Therefore, please take care of this question. And here you pay attention. Sun, steel. So these are all what? Homophones. So here also weak. So these are all homophones. Okay, but this one is there. They are homographs, because here it is wind. Wind means very well the movement of air. And here wind means oh, what are you doing? I am winding my watch. Don't say I'm giving the key to the watch. That is broken English. So winding means to twist. Winding department, winding works. Sri Rama winding works. Winding means twisting works. So here this is wind, this is wind. Same spelling but different pronunciation and different meaning. Such words are called homographs. Please, this entire question was given in a wrong way. And now let's move on to other questions. 45th question. Identify the correct hypernym for rose. So about hypernym and hyponym also you know pretty well. Once again, here I am going to give you some idea about this hypernym and hyponym. I would like to give you some information about this hypernym and hyponym. And here you pay attention. Hypernym is there. Hypernym means what? Hypernym. Okay. Hypernym means hypernym indicates what? It indicates a broader term, broader okay, broader word, okay, broader term. Whereas hyponym, okay, hyponym indicates what? This indicates a more specific term, okay. Please keep this point in your mind. More specific term. For example, to make you understand these two things, I would like to give you only one example. Here, you pay attention. Bulldog is there. What is this bulldog? Bulldog, you know very well. Labrador is there. Labrador. Okay, and German Shepherd is there. German Shepherd. So bulldog is a hyponym. Labrador is a hyponym. German Shepherd, hyponym. But all of them are called what? By one name, that is dog. So this dog is called hypernym. This is a hyponym. But all of them are called only by one name, that is dog. Bulldog is a dog. Labrador is a dog. German Shepherd is a dog. So it's a broader term for all these all these words, isn't it? So that's why this broader term is called hypernym, and these specific terms are called hyponym. Similarly, this rose is there. Rose is what? Rose, lily, and hibiscus. There are so many flowers, very lavender. So here, this is, that is a hyponym. Okay, it's a hyponym. What is the hypernym here? Flower. So whether it is a rose or a lily or what is that, marigold or hibiscus, whatever it is, they are all taken under only one category, that is flower. So flower is a hypernym and rose is a hyponym, very well. Therefore, all others are wrong. Please keep this point in your mind. Okay, and now let's move on to the next question. Choose the correctly spelled word. Okay, so here some word is given, accommodate, accommodate. So if you have observed all these words, you come to know that the examiner is asking you for the spelling of the word accommodate. So whenever you want to give the spelling of any word, you must cut the word into syllables. Syllables means small sounds. Okay, for example, accommodate is there. How many sounds are there? Ak, com, mo, date. So accommodate, that is there. Then you have to cut the word into syllables. Then you can easily give the spelling for that. Ak, ac, ak. Wherever you go, academy, acquaintance, acquire, ak is there. And com is always com. Ak, kam, mo, yambo, mo, always. So if you know that Gunintam, you can easily do that. Yambo, mo. Date is always, DAT. You know that very well. Ak, kam, mo, date. Accommodate. So where is that spelling? Here it is there. Ak, kam, mo, date. So this is the right one. All others are the wrong ones. So whenever such a question is given in the examination, don't look at the options given because you get confused. You have to cut the word into syllables. So these are all syllables. Ak, kam, mo, date. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 syllables are there. If you can cut the word into syllables, you can give the spelling of that word very easily without any difficulty, right? So this is all about vocabulary. And now you move on to other questions. 47th question. Choose the correct one word substitute for. One word substitute, you know very well. A person who composes music. It's a very easy one. Pianist, no. Composer, yes. One who composes is a composer. Kurchuvaadu. Compose means kurchuta. Sangeetani కూర్చువాడు, సంగీతాన్ని కూర్పరి. So in English, they say a composer, and singer, no. Artist, no. So composer is the right one. So that is the right. And you move on to the next question, 48th one. Choose the correct meaning of the phrasal verb. What is the phrasal verb given here? Give up. So already I have given you so many phrasal verbs, and you have learned this one also. Give up means to relinquish, or to abandon, or to surrender, to give up, to abandon. So here you pay attention. To hand over, no. To surrender, yes. To destroy, no. To grow, no. So to surrender. Give up means to surrender. The Maoists have given up their weapons. They have given up their weapons means they have surrendered their weapons to the police. So here give up means surrender, right? And now you move on to other questions. 49th question. Choose the correct meaning of the idiom. Okay, what is that idiom? Break the ice. You know this very well. Break the ice means what? So I have given you two videos of idiomatic expressions. Okay, and to break something, now. To break the ice means to initiate conversation. So that is the meaning of this break the ice. When some debate is about to begin, somebody will begin that debate. So that itself is called breaking the ice, initiating conversation, right? To freeze, no. To escape, no. So only to initiate conversation. You move on to the next question, 50th question. Choose the correct completion of the proverb. So some proverb is given and you are asked to complete the remaining part of that proverb. So half of the proverb is given by the examiner, and the next half of the proverb you have to choose. So from the given options, a stitch in time. This proverb everybody knows. A stitch in time, what? So here are given the options. Saves 9, that is the right one. Not saves 5. Makes time, no. Prevents delay, no. So a stitch in time saves 9. This is only the right option. Okay, that means the timely action will prevent all other problems. 51st question. Identify the correct prefix for the word legal to show the opposite. What is the prefix that can make the word legal an opposite word? So here you pay attention. Miss, no. Dis, no. Ill is the right one. Legal, illegal. You cannot say mislegal, dislegal. You cannot say. Un also you don't say. Therefore, C is the right one. Illegal, right? And you move on to the next question. Choose the correct full form of the short form. Some short form is given here, and you have to choose the full form of that. Okay, what is that short form given here? etc. etc means what? Etc. So what is that? So here some options are given. Every time counted, no. extra text content, no. Etc., yes. Eventual count, no. So this is like that, you know very well. And now you move on to other questions. 53rd question, choose the correct full form of the abbreviation. So this question is also very simple and very easy, right? What is the abbreviation given here? UNESCO. Everybody knows about this. You know, wherever the explanation is required, I shall be giving you that explanation. But for other ordinary questions, I shall be just going on telling you the answers. So that's all. Okay. And for this UNESCO, options are given like this: United Nations, educational, scientific, cultural, and organization. The very first one is the right one. Second one, third one, fourth one are wrong. And you move on to the next question. Here you pay attention. Choose the correct collocation. Collocation means combination of words. Generally, two words go together. Okay, and here that is called a collocation. And here some collocations are given. Strong tea. This goes together. You always say, I want a strong tea. I'm suffering from headache. I want a cup of strong tea. Strong tea you say, but you don't say powerful tea, hard tea, tough tea. You cannot say that. So strong tea is only the correct collocation. So that is only your answer. And now you move on to other questions. 55th question, choose the correct meaning of the phrase. So some phrase is given. You have to choose the correct meaning of that. Carpe diem. Carpe diem means what? And this foreign phrases and expressions, I have made 2 videos, and some of you have not responded to those videos enthusiastically, and that's why I have not uploaded the 3rd video, because I shall be observing your pulse. I shall be observing your pulse. If you pay more attention towards some subject, I shall be encouraged to make one more video on that. But if you don't show any interest on that particular topic, I just get discouraged and disappointed, and I stop uploading the next video on that particular aspect. So that's why I have not uploaded the 3rd video that I have made on the foreign expressions and foreign phrases and all that. So here carpe diem, this was given to you, and carpe diem means seize the day. That is the first one. Enjoy the day, enjoy the present time. That is the meaning. Seize the day means enjoy the present time. You enjoy this time. Don't think of the past. Don't worry about the future. And you enjoy the present moment. That is called carpe diem, seize the day. And life forever, no. Think again, no. Time flies, no. Okay, you move on to the next question. Identify the helping verb in the sentence. Some sentence is given, and you are asked to identify the helping verb. And here you see, she is writing a letter. So here you can say is the helping verb. You know very well, you must know all these things. We have 2 kinds of verbs: helping verbs, main verbs. About helping verbs, am, is, or was verb, have, has, had, do, does, did, shall, should, will, would, can, could, may, might, must. These are all helping verbs. When it is given like this, you can easily say is a helping verb. All the be forms, am, is, are, was, were, these are all helping verbs. So here is a helping. Such a simple sentence I have given, only to encourage you. Remember that. And in the next examination, I'm going to give you tough questions. Okay, right. And here this is the right one. All others are wrong. Okay, and you move on to other questions. 57th question, choose the correct modal verb. Modal verbs are also there. What are the modal verbs? Should, would, can, could, may, might, must, ought to, dare, need. These are all modal auxiliaries, right? And here you pay attention. You dash finish your homework before playing. Okay. And here could, must, might, right? What should must be there? You could finish. No, you must finish. And you might know, you would. So could, might, would are not accepted here. Only must is accepted here. So here you must finish your homework before playing. So that's a condition. So it's a must. It's a compulsory on your part to finish off your homework, right? And you go to the next question. Identify the ordinary verb. Just now I have told you about the verbs. There are 2 kinds of verbs: main verbs and helping verbs. About the helping verbs, just now I have told you. And about the main verbs, very well, all the actions we do, all the actions the animals do, all the actions the machines do, all the actions the things do are called the main verbs or the ordinary verbs. మనం మనుషులు చేసే పనులన్నీ కూడా వెర్బ్సే, జంతువులు చేసే పనులన్నీ కూడా వెర్బ్సే, యంత్రాలు చేసే పనులన్నీ వెర్బ్సే. వస్తువులు చేసేటటువంటి వస్తువులు అంటే, ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్, లైట్ ఈస్ దేర్. వాట్ ఈస్ దట్ లైట్ డూయింగ్? ఇట్ ఈస్ గ్లోయింగ్. వాట్ ఈస్ ద ఫ్యాన్ డూయింగ్? ఇట్ ఈస్ రొటేటింగ్. వస్తువులు కూడా పనిచేస్తాయి. మనమే అప్పుడప్పుడు చేయం కానీ అన్ని పనులు చేస్తాయి ప్రకృతిలో. ఓకే, రైట్. అండ్ హియర్ చెట్టు పుట్ట ఎవ్రీథింగ్ విల్ వర్క్. సో ఆల్ ఆఫ్ దెమ్ ఆర్ కాల్డ్ ఆర్డినరీ verbs. సో ఆర్డినరీ verb means main verb. Okay, and here you pay attention, they played in the garden. So main verb is always used beside the subject. సబ్జెక్ట్ పక్కన ఉండేదే ఎప్పుడైనా 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 అది ఆర్డినరీ వెర్బ్ ఆర్ మెయిన్ వెర్బ్. ఓకే, సబ్జెక్ట్ పక్కనే ఉంటుంది. అది ఒంటరిగా ఉండొచ్చు, లేకుంటే హెల్పింగ్ వెర్బ్తో కూడా రావచ్చు. యూ నో దట్ వెరీ వెల్. అండ్ నవ్ యూ మూవ్ ఆన్ టు ద ఆప్షన్స్. దే ప్లేడ్ ఇస్ ద రైట్ వన్, ఆల్ అదర్స్ ఆర్ రాంగ్. నవ్ యూ మూవ్ ఆన్ టు అదర్ క్వశ్చన్స్. 59th question, choose the correct article. Articles A and the, it's my favorite subject. So here what to be used in this blank, and here you pay attention. What are the options given here? A and the, no article. So after the blank, what is the word given here? Apple. What is the word apple beginning with a vowel sound? And you know very well, therefore you have to use an, not a, not the, not no article. So an, because there is a standing rule. Before the words beginning with a consonantal sound, we must use a. Before the words beginning with a vowel sound, we must use an. So this is the broad rule or a standing rule. Here the word is beginning with a vowel sound, and therefore you are using here an before that. Right. And you move on to the next question. 60th question, choose the correct preposition. He is fond dash music. After fond, what should we use? We should use only of, because certain words take only certain prepositions after them. కొన్ని వర్డ్స్ తమ పక్కన కొన్ని ప్రత్యేకమైన ప్రిపోజిషన్స్ తీసుకుంటాయి, కాబట్టి వాటిని బట్టి పెట్టాల్సిందే, వాటిని మగప్ చేయాల్సిందే, నేర్వాల్సిందే, తప్పదు. యూ మస్ట్ లెర్న్ ఆల్ దోస్ వర్డ్స్ బై హార్ట్. ఓకే, అండ్ హియర్ హీ ఈజ్ ఫాండ్ ఆఫ్, నాట్ ఇన్, నాట్ ఆన్, నాట్ ఎట్. యూ మూవ్ ఆన్ టు అదర్ క్వశ్చన్స్. 61st question, identify the type of clause in the sentence. So here, I know that she is honest. So this is a sentence, and what type of clause is there in that sentence? So here, this is the clause. I know what, you question the verb with what? I know what, that she is honest. So when you question the verb with what, when you get the part of the sentence, then that is called always the noun clause. Verb nu what అనేటటువంటి క్వశ్చనింగ్ వర్డ్ తో క్వశ్చన్ చేస్తే వచ్చేటటువంటి ఆన్సర్ ఎప్పుడైనా నౌన్ క్లాజే అవుతుంది. ఓకే, అండ్ హియర్ నౌన్ క్లాస్. ఓకే, this is a noun class. It's not an adjective class, it's not an adverb class, it's not a main class, it's only a noun class, not all these things. Right, you move on to other questions. Choose the correct sentence structure. So he is asking you to show the correct structure of the correct order of the sentence. So here you pay attention. He reads full stop, books he full stop. So this is not in the correct order. He books reads, not in the correct order. He reads books, this is in the correct order. Reads he books, not in the correct. So very simple, very easy. Now let's move on to other questions. 63rd question, choose the correct degree of comparison. So she is the dash girl in the class. Dash girl means what? So let us look at the options given. Smarter girl, no, you cannot say she is the smarter girl, because the is there. Before the blank, the is there. After the, you must use only the superlative degree in the degrees of comparison. Okay, so here she is the smarter girl, you cannot say. Most smart is not there. No, it's not existing. More smart is also not there, because it's a small adjective. So small adjectives will take er in the comparative degree, est in the superlative degree. So tall is there. Okay, taller. Okay, tallest. Small adjectives, we have only two kinds of adjectives: small adjectives, big adjectives. Small adjectives take er in the comparative degree and est in the superlative degree to form the comparative and superlative degrees. And big adjectives are there. Big adjective means words having two syllables or more than two syllables are called big adjectives. Rendu syllables gaani antakante ekku syllables unna maatalani big adjectives antaru. When you change them into comparative, you must use more before that word and most in the superlative degree before these big adjectives. You know that very well. So here tall. Similarly, smart is there. It's a small adjective. Smarter, smartest. You know that. You cannot say more smart, more. Why say? It's because a small adjective. And therefore the smartest, this is the right one. So she is the smartest girl in the class. Right, and you move on to the next one. 64th one, choose the correct expression for apologizing formally. How do you apologize to others? So here are given some expressions. You say, you choose the right one. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry, man. Can you say, I'm sorry, man? It is somewhat arrogant and not acceptable. And sorry, buddy, you cannot say that. I apologize for the inconvenience. This is the right one. It's a dignified one. It's a polite one. And my bad. No. So here, first one, A, B, D are wrong. Only the C one is the right one. And now you move on to other questions. 65th question. Choose the correct question tag. What is the sentence given here? She can dance well, dash, question mark. So what to be used? What question tag to be used in that means? First of all, you look at the given sentence. What is that sentence? It is a positive statement. So for a positive statement, for a positive statement, the question tag formula I'm giving you, statement. So you have to take the helping verb from that sentence. You have to add a not to that. Then you have to use the pronoun and question mark. So that is the rule for positive statement. For negative statements, for negative statement, you have to simply take the helping verb and a pronoun. Okay, and these two things only you use. So here, this is a positive statement. Then what do you take? Can, and you add not to that. Okay, when you add can plus not, that becomes a can't. Okay, can't. And so what is the subject here? She. So can't she? That must be the right one. So she can dance well. Can't she? These are the two rules, broader rules I have mentioned in that video. Yes, here you pay attention. Can't she? The very first one is the right one. And does she know? Didn't she know? Can she know? Right. You move on to the next question. 66th one. Identify the type of sentence. So kinds of sentences. On kinds of sentences also, I have made a wonderful video. Please, you look at this sentence given. Please open the door. So this is a please sentence. You know very well. This please sentence means what? That's an imperative sentence, not exclamatory, imperative, declarative, interrogative. And here, imperative sentences. What are the imperative sentences? The sentences that contain commands, orders, requests, suggestions, prayers, petitions, etc. are called imperative sentences. And these imperative sentences will begin with a base form verb. Okay, that's the first one. They begin with don't. Okay, they begin with let. They begin with please. So these are the things, these are the main features of the imperative sentences. The imperative sentences will begin with a base form verb. Okay, if you remove this, open the door. It's a base form verb. So don't open the door. Let the door be opened. Okay, please open the door. So the imperative sentences will begin with any one of them. Base form verb, don't, let, please. So here it is beginning with please. Please means automatically you must say it is an imperative sentence. Okay, right. And now you move on to other questions. 67th question. Choose the improved version of the sentence. So he not coming to class. This is a wrong sentence, okay, because helping with is not there in the given sentence. So that's why it is a wrong sentence. And how to improve that? He no coming to class? No. He is not coming to class? Yes. He don't coming. After don't, you don't say ing form. That's why this is wrong. He wasn't come. After was, wasn't, you should not say the base form verb. You must use the ing form verb. So somehow this is also wrong. So in this way, he is not coming to class. Okay, and that is only the right one. So in that way, this sentence is improved into this sentence. He is not coming to class. And choose the correct indirect speech. And indirect speech. And he said, I am tired. So he said, let us do it on our own first of all. He said that, okay, I am. I means who? He. So when you turn this I into he, it becomes he. Am becomes was and tired. And you know very well, he said that he was tired. So in our everyday life, sometimes we skip this connecting word also. We don't make use of this. We can say, he said he was tired. That's correct. One of the viewers in the morning mentioned this question, this problem. Sir, there is no that and therefore it's a wrong sentence. That is missing, sir. So for your information, that can be used, that need not be used, because in the modern English, most of the people are not using that in the indirect speech. Anyway, he said that he was tired, correct. He said he was tired, that is also correct. And let us look at the given options. Okay, he says he was tired, no. He said I was tired, no. He told that he tired, no. So in this way, the very first one is the right one. That can be used, that need not be used. Okay, right? And there is no problem. Grammatically, it is not incorrect, right? And now you move on to other questions. 69th question. Choose the passive voice. Passive voice. So some active voice sentence is given. You have to change it into passive voice. The cat chased the mouse. So this is the subject, this is the verb, this is the object. Okay, and you can easily change it into the passive voice. So the mouse. Okay, you must bring the object to the front position. The mouse. This is the simple past tense. When you change the simple past into passive voice, was or were should be used. If the object is singular, what is that? Was should be used. If the object is plural, were should be used. So here this object is singular, therefore was is used. This changed, this past tense verb must be turned into past participle form, because okay, all the ed verbs are both past tense forms and past participle forms, and therefore don't worry about that. The mouse was chased, and then you have to use the preposition by and the subject, the cat. So this should be your answer. So where is this answer in the given options? Let us search for that. The mouse was chased by the cat. The very first one is the right one. The cat was chased by the mouse. No. The mouse has chased. No. The mouse is chasing. No. So the first one is the right one, and you move on to the next question, 70th one. Choose the correct tense. Oh, on the tenses, some sentence is given. Okay, by next week they dash the work. So here by next week is there. Vache varam lopu they dash the work. So when that is the case, you cannot say by next week they will work. You don't say they have finished. Okay, no, they will have finished. This is there. వచ్చే వారం లోపు వాళ్ళు ఆ వర్క్ను ముగించి ఉంటారు. విల్ హ్యావ్ ఫినిష్డ్. ముగిస్తారు కాదు, వచ్చే వారం లోపు ముగిస్తారు కాదు, వచ్చే వారం లోపు ముగించి ఉంటారు. ముగిస్తారు వేరే, ముగించి ఉంటారు వేరే. This simple future you should not use, but future perfect tense you have to use. That's why will have finished is the right one, and finish is the no. So A, B, D are wrong, and the C one is the right one. And now you move on to other questions. 71st question. Choose the correct verb. Okay, what is the sentence given here? Neither of the boys dash present. So here remember about this neither of. So there are some pronouns like this either of, or neither of, every, each of. So these are all singular pronouns. Each of, either of, neither of, every. So these are all what? Singular pronouns. Singular pronouns always take singular helping verb after them. It's a rule. ఇవన్నీ సింగులర్ కాబట్టి వీటి పక్కన సింగులర్ వస్తుంది. సో హియర్ యూ పే అటెన్షన్. నైదర్ ఆఫ్ ద బాయ్స్. Neither or either always refers to two persons or two things or two animals, whatever it is, two terms. Either గా neither గా రెండింటినే సూచిస్తుంది. ఇక్కడ బాయ్స్ ఎంతమంది? There are only two. నైదర్ ఆఫ్ ద బాయ్స్, ఆ అబ్బాయిలలో ఎవరు కూడాను. నైదర్ ఆఫ్ ద బాయ్స్, ఆ అబ్బాయిలలో ఎవరును. ఎవరంటే ఈడైనా వాడైనా, ఎవడును సింగులర్ ఒకడే. Therefore here singular helping verb must be used. And here you pay attention what is given. Are wrong, were wrong, is correct, have wrong. Are is a plural helping verb, were is a plural helping verb, have is a plural helping verb, is only the singular helping verb. Therefore neither of the boys is present. And you go to the next question, 72nd question. Choose the correct word order. Again on word order there is one more question given. What is that? Always she is late. Okay, it is in the wrong word order. Here she is always late. She is always late is the correct one. Always is she late? No. She always late is no. Is she late? No. So she is always late. This always is an adverb. So this must be used immediately after the helping verb. Therefore you cannot say she always is late. You cannot say she is always late. That's there. Now you move on to other questions. 73rd question. Identify the part of speech. So part of speech. She sang sweetly, and here the word is given sweetly, and you have to identify the part of speech of that. Adjective no, verb no, noun no, adverb okay. Because and generally all the adverbs will be ending in ly. Honest, adjective. Honestly, adverb. Beautiful, adjective. Beautifully. Bold, boldly. Loud, loudly. Sweet, sweetly. Right. Now you move on to the next question. Choose the correct linker. Linker means it's a modern English word for the conjunctions. So instead of saying the conjunction, people are using this new word, that is a linker, because it is linking two words or two sentences, and therefore they are using this word linker. He is rich dash unhappy, right? What are the options given here? He is rich and unhappy, no. He is rich but unhappy, yes. He is rich, so no. So this but he is rich, atadu dhanikudu కానీ అతంతోషంగా ఉన్నాడు. అతడు ధనికుడే కానీ అసంతోషంగా. So this కానీ is used here, not all other linkers. Okay, and now you move on to other questions. 75th question. Choose the correctly transformed sentence. She is too weak to walk. So this is a to sentence. From to you can change it into so that. How you can directly change it? She is, so instead of to you have to use so. Weak, and instead of to you have to use that. And you come to subject, and you have to use the subject plus cannot. She is so weak that she cannot. These words you have to use newly. Afterwards, what is remaining here? The verb walk, that you have to add. She is so weak that she cannot walk. That must be the answer. And what are the options given? She is very means wrong. She's so weak that she cannot. Okay, B is the right one. C wrong, D wrong, right. And you go to the next question, 76th one. Identify the grammatical error. What is the grammatical error here? He go to school every day. So there is some grammatical error in this sentence. He go to school every day. What is that? This sentence is in the simple present. So in the simple present, in the third person singular, the verb takes yes or es after it. So generally it takes yes. For example, play is there. Okay, he plays, he drinks. Okay, generally the verbs take yes after them, but when the verbs like ending in o or ch, okay, or ax, okay, z, such verbs take es after them. For example, go is there, it becomes goes. Do is there, does. Ch is there, okay. Reach becomes reaches, and x is there, okay. Boxes, and here z is there. Realizes, okay. So here in this way they are all, you can say like that. So here go, he go, you should not say, you have to say goes. Therefore that is the grammatical error, and others are wrong. Okay, right. You have to say he goes to school every day. That is that. You move on to other questions. 77th question. Choose the correctly punctuated sentence. Correctly punctuated. He said, comma, okay. Quotation marks begin, I am fine. Okay, quotation mark down, but full stop is not there, therefore this is wrong. He said, no comma. After the reporting verb, there should be a comma. So here there is no comma, therefore this is wrong. He said, comma is there. Quotation marks begin, I am fine. This is a direct speech. Full stop, quotation marks close down. It's right. And look at the fourth sentence. He said, no comma after this. I am fine. This is okay, but this is not okay. Therefore, this is wrong. So he said, I am fine is the correctly punctuated sentence, right. And you move on to the next question. Identify the type of writing. So some statement is given, and you are asked to find out the type of writing, the style of writing. What is that here? You pay attention. Once upon a time there lived a fox. Where do you find that style? Do you find it in the letter? No. Report? No. Diary? No. Only in the story. What type of writing is it? It is the story type writing, right. You move on to other questions. 79th question. Choose the correct dictionary skill. What helps to find pronunciation in a dictionary? Guide words? No. Guide word means the top word is called the guide word. This is the page. On the page, on the right hand top corner, there will be a word that is called a guide word. So through that guide word you cannot learn the pronunciation. Okay. And phonetic symbols, yes. Illustrations, no. Word origin, no. Right. And you go to the next question. Identify the correct stress pattern. Stress pattern. About this stress also I have made a wonderful video, and you go to the options here. This word is photograph is there. Okay. And how to pronounce it? Photograph, no. Photograph. You say photograph. You say photograph. So this is to be stressed. Photograph. You don't say photograph. You don't say photograph. No. Photograph. So these two are wrong. So here photograph. as in this photograph, the stress is used on the first syllable. That's why this pho, this b is the right one. Okay, try to understand this, and I have made a beautiful video on the stress pattern. Okay, you watch that and you understand all the rules. Okay, and now you move on to other questions. 81st question. Answer the questions based on the passage. Some passage is given. Basing on that passage, some question is given. You have to answer that question. So here you pay attention. The sun sets in the west. It's such a simple passage. And here the question is, what is the direction of sunset? What is the direction of sunset westward? So that's why here you pay attention. East, west, right one. And you go to the next question. Identify the literary movement associated with Wordsworth. So everybody knows about the literary movement with which this Wordsworth was very much associated. And here you pay attention. Romantic movement, the very first one is the right one. Victorian movement, no. Modernist movement, no. Renaissance movement, no. So here this Wordsworth was a romantic poet. He was associated with the romantic movement, right? You move on to other questions. 83rd question. Which of the following is a stanza form with 4 lines? 4 lines. You know very well. Couplet means 2 lines. Tercet means 3 lines. Quatrain means 4 lines. Sestet means 6 lines. You know very well. About these stanza forms also, I have dealt with you in one of the videos. Please watch it. So here 4 line means quatrain. Okay, the C1 is the right one. And you go to the next question. 84th one. What figure of speech is used in he is as brave as a lion? This question mark is not there. So wherever you use this as, that is nothing but a simile. Only in the simile use as or like, right? And here you pay attention. Metaphor no, simile yes, irony no, apostrophe no. Okay, no, right? So simile is the right one. You move on to other questions. 85th question. Life is a journey is an example of simile, metaphor, personification, synecdoche. Okay, so this life is a journey means life is like a journey. So here this like is missing in this sentence. Okay, life is a journey means life is like a journey. So therefore, it is not a simile. If there is a, if this word like is used here, it would have become simile. But since like is not used here, it is a metaphor. ఇందులో like వాడలేదు కాబట్టి ఇది metaphor. That means it's a direct simile. ఇలా లైక్ కానీ యాజ్ కానీ లేకపోతే అది డైరెక్ట్ సిమిలి అవుతుంది. ఆ డైరెక్ట్ సిమిలిని మెటాఫర్ అంటారు. కాబట్టి హియర్ సిమిలి is not the right one. Personification, synecdoche. Only metaphor is the right one. Okay, and you go to the next question. Identify the rhyme scheme. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. So star or A, B. Okay, and that must be your rhyme scheme. A, no, A, B is the right one, and all others are wrong. Okay, you move on to other questions. 87th question. The term mock epic refers to, mock epic means everybody knows a short lyrical poem. No, it's not a short lyrical poem. A humorous imitation of an epic. Yes, this is the right one. Mock epic means a humorous imitation of an epic. A tragedy. No. A heroic novel. No. Right. And you go to the next question. 88th one. Choose the correct word order. What is the correct word order that is given here? Beautiful is the sky. So on the correct word order, 3 questions are given with this. Okay, that's why you give top priority to that word order. The sky is beautiful. The very first one is the right one. All others are wrong. Okay, beautiful is the sky. Don't say like this. The sky is beautiful. That's the right one. Now you go to other questions. 89th question. Choose the correct transformation. No other boy in the class is as tall as John. So this is the positive degree sentence. So to change it into others degree, let us look at the options. Then we can choose it. How John is taller than any other boy in the class. The very first one is the right one. So this is in the comparative degree. This is in the positive degree. When you change this positive degree into comparative degree, that sentence becomes like this. John is taller than any other boy in the class. Okay. About the degrees of comparison, I have made a wonderful video. Please watch that. Okay, and you move on to the next question. These are all wrong. And identify the adjective in the sentence. What is the adjective used in the given sentence? She wore a red dress. What kind of dress? Red dress. So what is this doing? It is describing this dress, and therefore it's an adjective. All descriptive words, all describing words are called adjectives. వర్ణించేటి మాటలన్నిటిని adjectives అంటాము. మరి you know that very well. So here red is an adjective. So wore, red. Okay, right. So that with this, the first part of the questions that are given in the model question paper are over. Hello, dear DSC candidates. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you have any problem in understanding any of the things that I have so far explained in this video, please make a mention of it in the comment section.